Why isn't there an aggressive campaign to help stop obesity in the United States? Because companies like Coke and McDonald's are some of the largest, most powerful in the world and are also some of the biggest advertising spenders. If people can ever make a lot of money by helping people be skinny without sacrifice, then the problem will be fixed. Or the real culprit. Stop putting tons of sugar in everything we buy. If you look back at beach pictures from the 50s and 60s and today, one big difference is the amount of sugar in foods. Even salty foods like bread and pizza and fruits we buy from the stores all have more sugar than they did back then. I say that knowing full well you will need to pry chilies molten from my cold dead hands. Unhealthy food tastes good and is cheap. Who's going to pay for it? Healthcare is being paid by the consumer, so it isn't costing the government money. Businesses benefit from the behaviors that often lead to obesity, so they have no interest in doing it. When a country values privatization and capitalism above all else, there's no one left with the general public's interests in mind. Obesity is inextricably tied to consumerism and overconsumption. It benefits American corporatism and our consumer economy for people to spend a lot of money on food as much as possible. My severely obese friend and husband don't think being fat is unhealthy. They say there is absolutely no data to prove being fat causes issues. Some people don't care enough to be helped. Obesity is largely a poverty issue. Having less money means choosing cheaper but more unhealthy food, having less access to proper health care, and not having the time to exercise. Stopping obesity would cost companies money. Money is king in the US. Because a huge proportion of the US economy is dedicated to producing agricultural products that allow a huge surplus of corn to be produced. This then requires that you find something to do with the enormous mountains of corn, and the answer has largely been to turn it into high fructose corn syrup. Obesity is not a bug in US culture but very much a feature. We tried to give kids healthier food in school while also raising a ton of awareness under the Obama administration, but people freaked out about it. They didn't always list calories on every food item and menu around the country. And obesity is rising massively across the world, not just the US. Ask a fat person if they are aggressively told to lose weight. Guarantee they will tell you about the obsession the world has with their weight. Problem is that it's incredibly difficult to lose weight and keep it off. So you're just not seeing results and you think these campaigns don't exist. Obesity is profitable for companies. Michelle Obama led a campaign as the First Lady. She was ridiculed. An aggressive campaign to slow the spread of a potentially deadly virus nearly caused a civil war. Public health is something a lot of United States citizens no longer care about. Old cultural mindset, Great Depression scarcity, habit of eating everything on your plate, paired with a measurable choice of SPAF stuff posing as food on every market shelf. The good stuff relegated to a single corner of the shop. Produce. Lastly, fasting in the US has a social stigma of starvation, toe tagged to it. Don't get me started on sugar. In a free country, you can't make people eat healthily. It is as simple as that. Didn't Michelle Obama do something like that? It's sad. Because obesity and COVID combined to kill hundreds of thousands of people. And nothing of consequence was done about it. There's lots of campaigns. But things like soda taxes and taxes on food in general are politically unpalatable. You can't make health insurance rates based on weight. And many obese people aren't on private insurance anyways. And food bans aren't something people want to see. So what you're generally left with is nicely telling people the benefits of fitness. There's a limit to how far that'll go.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.